3 times and seeks to make it a 4th. Incredible.
In the 1980s, the era of Muhammad Ali was completed. The new world champion, his former sparring partner Larry Holmes, was on his way to the boxing throne. It was Holmes who became the first and the only boxer who was able to end the fight with Ali before the gong and in his own favor. 3 months before this fight, Ali undergo a medical examination at the clinic, the results of which were kept in secret for a long time. It was later revealed that Muhammad Ali had difficulty touching the tip of his nose with his own fingers, could hardly stand on one leg, and his speech was pretty much disordered as the Parkinson's progressed. When Ali met Holmes in the ring, he began shouting, "I'm your master and your teacher. Everything you have achieved, you owe me." The fight has not started yet, and this 0 round was the only one in which Muhammad was able to win. Holmes dominated the ring for the next half an hour.
As soon as he found out that his arms weren't working, he'd stay in there.
Well, the end of round 10. Angelo Dundee wants to stop the fight. That's it.
In the 10th round, Ali's coach decided to throw in the towel. At the same time, in a different part of the United States, in Albany, few friends gathered to watch this fight. Among them was 14-year-old Mike Tyson. When young Mike was doing time in a penal colony, together with few other inmates, he was brought to an assembly hall, where he saw the movie The Greatest of All Time, about Muhammad Ali. After the end of the film, everyone began to applaud, and Muhammad himself stepped on the stage. He began to talk with the boys, who could not believe what they saw. And it was then that Mike Tyson made his mind not just to become a boxer, but to be the greatest of all time. The morning after Ali's fight with Holmes, Tyson's coach, Cus D'Amato, talked on the phone with Muhammad in the presence of his ward. "How did you let this amateur to beat you? He's an amateur, Muhammad. He's an awful boxer. And I say that he's an amateur. Why did you let an amateur to beat you down?" shouted D'Amato. And then he did a faithful act. "Hey, I have this young black kid with me," said D'Amato. "He's just a boy, but he'll be a heavyweight world champion. His name is Mike Tyson. Please talk to him, Muhammad, and tell him to do what I say." And D'Amato handed the phone to Mike. "I'm sorry about what happened to you." "I was sick," Ali replied. "I took the medicine. It weakened me. So Holmes won. I'll get better. Come back and beat him." "Don't worry, champ. When I'll grow up, I'll beat him for you." A few years later, when Tyson began his professional career, D'Amato set a goal for him. "We have to tear Holmes apart and take the champion's title. He is nothing compared to you." D'Amato was not destined to see this victory. He died in 1985. But Tyson remembered the Cus's game plan. Right hand right after the jab. By 1988, Holmes had already suffered 2 defeats from Michael Spinks, both of them on points, one of them by a split decision.
I can say to the judges, the referees, the promoters,
60s and 70s, the greatest, Muhammad Ali, ruled the division with a grace and a flair for the dramatic. But at the age of 38, a 31-year-old champion clipped the wings of the butterfly and took the stinger out of the bee. Larry Holmes would rule the heavyweight division for 7.5 years. And now, a 38-year-old former champion steps out of retirement and into the ring one more time. The new undisputed heavyweight champion stands menacingly in his way.
Now Holmes has another bad idea, insulting Mike Tyson.
I'm going down in history, not Mike Tyson. He go down in history as the SOB. If he do happen to win the fight, down the line, he's going to destroy himself.
Before the fight, he said, "I will enter the history as a winner. As for Mike Tyson, he will be remembered as a sorry son of a bitch. If he will win this fight, he will destroy himself later." Already in the dressing room, before going to the ring, Tyson was determined to wipe Holmes out from the face of earth. He turned into a beast.
So a couple of the boxing greats, I think it's fair to say, Barbara Streisand. And here, of course, perhaps the most familiar face, present company included, I think it's fair to say.
The recent form of Tyson's has been very, very good. Here he comes. So there he is then, the most successful, most punishing heavyweight on the planet. An awful lot of regard here for Larry Holmes, the former heavyweight champion, 48 wins, 2 defeats, 34 wins inside the limit. The only 2 records set by Rocky Marciano of 49-0. And there you are, Mike Tyson, 32 straight wins, 28 inside the limit.
Hall in Atlantic City. Now, before the official introduction, I would like to acknowledge a man here in the ring who is indeed a man of heavyweight.
No one else could knock out Holmes, and Larry himself did not believe in such a scenario.
Before he became the heavyweight champion of the world. In 1974, he again won the heavyweight title. And in 1978, he became the only man in heavyweight history to win 3 world championships. Ladies and gentlemen, the former 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali! Muhammad Ali!
Yes, beaten by Larry Holmes.
To stir the pot, Ali also came to support him. He went to the Tyson's corner and said, "Destroy him, Mike."
And Mike Tyson taking on Larry Holmes here, a former WBC heavyweight champion, lost the title in his 20th defense. What a great cynical matchup. So Mike Tyson then, the most destructive heavyweight of his generation, against Larry Holmes, a master boxer with a great boxing brain. Tyson, a real student of the sport. And as you can see, Tyson starting very... Tyson there rips in. Oh, a nice right there for Larry Holmes. Well, a bit more success for Holmes in this round, but overall, of course, Tyson. Oh, good right there from Tyson, and a big left hook over the top on the bell. Oh, Larry Holmes almost saying, just you wait till the next round. Oh, goodness, what a right hand there from Tyson. And Larry Holmes on his back here in round 4. Well, he's beaten the count. That was a very, very heavy right hand. Well, Holmes says it's okay. And just put your mind back to the night when only Shavers cracked him as well. How did Holmes beat that one? He's down again, second time. Not too convinced about that particular knockdown, but if they would have... Cortez counts to 8 again. And Mike Tyson now, very menacing. Larry Holmes surviving on pure courage, pure instinct. Again, that Tyson right hand. Oh, and he's got him again. Holmes on very shaky legs here in the fourth. Well, he's not rushing it, Tyson, is he? Just picking the right punch. And this now looks awful. Oh, what a punch that was. Oh, and he's got again, and the legs absolutely collapse underneath him. So, Larry Holmes had absolutely flattened here in the fourth round. A bevy of punches there from Mike Tyson. He never let up, did he? Mike Tyson, still the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, but Larry Holmes there completely flattened. And when the legs buckle underneath you like that, you know it's a bad one. So what on earth will Holmes off the floor? Walk into trouble like this. He's getting crowded here. Game wants to climb up for him.
Comes at 2 minutes, 55 seconds of the fourth round. The winner, and still the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
It was a victory for Gus. It was a victory for Ali. A victory for Tyson himself. No one could compare with him. Thanks for watching this video until the end. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. Until next time.